Jeff Bajorik's first tip about doing real work was so well received that I've asked him to become a regular contributor here on the show, and he turned right around and proved exactly why he should be here more often with this tip.
Your prospects will not allow you to waste their time twice. Think about that. It's true. If you go 0 for 1, you're going to have a hard time getting a second at bat. But what does that mean to you? To me, it means providing value at every interaction. That means that if you want someone to talk to you again, then you have to prove yourself worth talking to every single time. Now, I'm not talking about bringing something of value to your face-to-face meetings like a promotional item with your logo on it or a book that you read that you think is going to be beneficial for them. Look, all those things are nice, but I don't want you just because you brought something for me. I don't want to see you just because you have something in your pocket with your logo on it that I can use or I can put on my refrigerator so I can remember that I met with you that one time. I want you to provide some value in a meeting that corresponds to your sales process and my buying process if I'm the customer. If you look at James Muir's research for The Perfect Close and what he compiled there, it's astonishing that 50 to 90% of sales calls go without a call to action. This is in a realm where your job as the salesperson is to ask for next steps. It's to get an advancement. It is to get a commitment to take another step in the process to ultimately decide to buy something or not. But look, it's your job. You literally get paid to obtain commitments, and 50 to 90% of you are not. So I think the way you can provide value, the way you cannot waste my time, is to make sure that you have an explicit next step in mind when you come to my office, when you make that phone call, when you send that email. There is something that you want to accomplish with it. If you don't have an explicit next step in mind, you're wasting my time and yours. And if I'm your prospect, I will not allow you to waste it again.
In my own experience, this is exactly why you should have a call plan, and you can create one in just a few minutes. Before your meeting, think about what that ideal next step is. Define what value you can bring to the meeting and what questions you can ask. It can be as simple as that. So what's your process? How do you bring value to a meeting or conversation and define next steps so that you'll get that second meeting and keep the sales process moving?